Okay, hello everyone, and thank you all for being here today. My name is Malin Wayne, and I'll be hosting this board meeting and celebration of Mars Society with our member David Wayne. And welcome, David. How are you doing?
Hi, Malin. Thanks for asking. I'm doing great today.
Mhm. Yeah, and welcome to all of our guests from Mars Society and our board members to be here with us today. So today's meeting will be more special than the other board meetings. So we'll be dividing this one into two parts. First, we are very excited to celebrate the Global Youth Philanthropy team joining our Mars Society chapter. And this is a very important milestone, and we're truly honored to welcome them to work towards the cause of space and science exploration together. And we're especially grateful to our guest speakers here today from Mars Society. And your time, your insights, and support means a great deal to us. So thank you all. And in the second part, we will have our regular board meeting agenda for GYP events. So, which this will cover updates and events that GYP is working on, and so what have been going on within GYP recently. And first of all, before we officially start the celebration, I would like to give a special shout out to Lucy and Connor to have them share a few remarks because there are two seniors or 12th graders who served in JYP for a very long time, and they're also graduating soon and both admitted into top universities. So JYP board members they will have the commission to to continue to serve in the GYP student board after they enter top universities as advisors. So welcome Lucy and Connor to share a few words.
Thank you so much. I guess I could just start. Thank you so much for the introduction. And yeah, so in the past few years, I've been involved in GYP, both as like through the student board and also through various humanitarian projects as well, that we were working on with GYP, for example, related to the environment, related to languages, etc. And I think that like overall, just reflecting back on my experience with GYP, it was really rewarding. I was able to learn a lot, both in kind of like how to serve and how to better serve my community and also work with other people who are also interested and passionate about doing the same thing. So, like generally, I think this has been a really rewarding experience that helped my growth as an individual and as like a member of my community that I'm participating in. And I'm really excited to see what GYP is gonna be up to next and how it's gonna improve in the future as well.
And I just want to like echo everything that Connor has said. It's the same for my experience as well. I first joined GYP as an eighth grader, 5 years ago, and first started off as a tutor for English as second language learners, and for people in China and Japan. And then I transitioned more into other boot camps and workshops on debate and on public speaking, everything like that. And then all the way to other humanitarian projects from also environment to Asian communities and how people are advocating and youth are advocating for them. Um, so throughout my entire 5 year of journey with GYP, I've learned a lot about what leadership means, a lot about what collaboration, especially virtually across continents, across countries, how that will work. It means to listen to work with them to help support our communities. I'm very grateful for this opportunity for the past 5 years, and I hope to continue working with all of you in the future.
Well, thank you, Lucy and Connor. That's really great to hear. And yeah, I just want to say that JYP is also really glad that we are having you guys to help us and commit to youth causes in the humanitarian field. And thank you for continuing to help out JYP and as an advisor. Yeah. And also, I would like to check how many guests here are from Mars Society. If you're from Mars Society who is not on our speaking list today, I will like to ask you to type your name in an email into the chat for follow-up purposes. All right, and with that in mind, let's have our first speaker here from Mars Society today, which is Mr. Ron Storie, which is the director of chapters of Mars Society, to share a few experiences and remarks. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Ron Storie, and like you said, I'm the director of chapters. I've been with the Mars Society since 2019, and about November 2025, Dr. Zubrin, who is the president of the Mars Society, formed a group of people to go talk to Congress about the budget cuts that was coming, for NASA. And Dr. Zubrin said, well, we need to get the chapters involved. And who's running the chapters? And really, nobody was really running the chapters. And he said, we need a lot of chapters, and we need them engaged. And that's when I stepped forward and said, well, I'm getting ready to retire here pretty soon, and I can spend all my retirement time helping out building chapters. So the executive director, James Burke, gave me the title, and I'm a volunteer title. I don't get paid to do this. It's just volunteer. And he told me, go forth and conquer, and he gave me a couple spreadsheets, Excel spreadsheets that had known chapters and chapter contacts. And so I began with about 21 chapters, and I had to verify that the chapters still existed. And after I contacted chapters to see if they still existed, it came down to about like 15 chapters where people were actually responding to their websites. So over the last about a year and a half, I've created 14 new chapters from all over the world. Most of them it's in the United States, but also people contacted me from overseas too. So I helped create a chapter in Ecuador, Bolivia, Nigeria, Isle of Man, and Costa Rica, which the chapter leader of Costa Rica is on the call right now, Manfred, which he's real excited to be part of the Mars Society. So about 2 months ago, Michael Wang contacted me, and James Burke, and said he would like to start a new chapter, the GYP Global Youth Chapter. So we had a call, and I've been working with Michael over the last couple of months to get your chapter established. And first thing he did was went out and created an amazing Facebook page, Instagram page, and so we immediately gave him his chapter notification letter saying you're an official chapter of the Mars Society, and we're really happy to have you guys. I mean, you're officially the first youth-run chapter of the Mars Society, so you're very special. And I didn't know if I told you this yet, but your chapter is going to be highlighted in the next Mars Society Red Planet Pulse newsletter coming out next month. So you'll actually be highlighted in the newsletter for all the world to see. So I'm very, very proud to have you guys as the new
Great.
chapter. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I think it's great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing your experiences. And also, we are really honored to be highlighted on the newsletter, and we'll make sure to check that out. Yeah, and next, let's hear from David Wang, who is the 2026 GYP Student Co-Chair. And
Sorry, Maureen. Has Ron finished his talking?
Yes, I asked for any questions.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
thank you so much. Yes, and yeah, back to it. And let's hear from David Wang, who is the 26th GYP Student Co-Chair and Student Board Member, to share about the Voices for Mars Global Youth Roundtable.
Thank you, Mullen. So, hey everyone, I don't know if you've been following the news this week, but around 3 days ago, four astronauts left Earth, bound for the moon. And right now, as we sit here, they're past the halfway point between our planet and the lunar surface. I think about what they see out that window, and I think about the fact that they don't just represent America, they represent humanity, leaving our blue planets for the first time in 54 years. And that's exactly why we're here tonight. And I want to tell you why GYP is the organization to be doing this. My name is David Wang, and I serve as the GYP Students Co-Chair for the 2026 school year. We're here to launch the GYP chapter of the Mars Society, and what better week to do it than this one? So, GYP is not a typical youth organization. Since 2020, we have built a global community of young people who engage with the world's hardest challenges, not as spectators, but as storytellers, researchers, and even advocates. We've hosted international forums, produced humanitarian film festivals, participated in the UN's Humanitarian Network and Partnership Weeks, and built a track record of connecting youth voices to conversations that matter. That foundation is exactly what we're now bringing to space. So the GYP Mars Society chapter stands on two pillars. The first is connection. We believe that the next generation of scientists, engineers, storytellers, and innovators from Boston to Bolivia, from Zurich to Mongolia, deserves a platform to find each other. Space exploration is too Herculean of a vision for any one country or any one generation to own alone. And so we want to build the community that rises to meet it. And the second pillar is purpose. Mars is a destination, sure, but the technologies that we develop to survive there, like sustainable energy, closed loop resource systems, resilient infrastructure, are the same technologies that will help us survive here. When we talk about Mars, we're also talking about Earth. And in 2026, we're turning these pillars into action through two projects. The first is called Education Through Video. This isn't new territory for GYP. Storytelling and media have always been at the heart of what we do, from our intercultural forums to our Youth Humanitarian Film Festival. We're now bringing that tradition to space. Our YouTube channel has already published its first Mars video this week, with our first expert interview scheduled later this month. And the second, and the one I am most proud to be leading, is Voices for Mars, Global Youth Roundtable, an international annual virtual event planned for fall of 2026, bringing together students, researchers, and space professionals from all across the world to dialogue on Mars exploration and its connections to humanity's shared future. Right now, today, we're already actively reaching out to universities, Mars Society chapters, and youth organizations around the world to build a founding group of approximately 10 international co-organization or co-organizer and partner institutions to
Great.
co-design and co-host this event together. MIT, ETH Zurich, IIT Bombay, Sydney University. These are the conversations that we've already set in motion. If
Awesome.
anyone here tonight is interested in being part of that founding group, we'd love to connect with you.
Great.
Bride Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Koch, and Jeremy Hansen didn't go to the moon alone. They went because thousands of people, engineers, scientists, students, believed it was worth going. GYP has spent 5 years proving that youth, given a platform and a purpose, show up. Voices for Mars is our version of that same bet, and the work has already begun. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, David. That was a great introduction about the two pillars of the Global Youth Philanthropy. And sounds like a very exciting project that we're ready to launch. And again, thank you so much for your shares. Well, and next, let's welcome Manfred Xirinachs. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Let's welcome Manfred Xirinachs from the President Red Planet and chapter leader of Mars Society Chapter of Costa Rica.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, don't worry about my last name. It's very complicated. It's Xirinachs for those that are curious. But yeah, hi everybody. I think I'm just gonna say a few remarks, mostly just motivational. So you guys can look forward to your initiatives that you're currently planning with JIP and what you want to do in the future. But coming from, I mean, I started university 2 years ago. I'm not that old. I'm 20. And I actually started getting involved in all this industry, the space industry, working on research with Mars as soon as I graduated high school. So as soon as I graduated, well, in high school, from previous context, I always wanted to be the lifelong dream of I want to be an astronaut, I want to be an aerospace engineer, I want to work in this industry since I was very little. But here in Costa Rica, there's not really an industry for aerospace besides the small private initiatives that happen with students in universities, and they don't even go that far because we don't really have a lot of support from our government to work on aerospace initiatives. So, as you think, younger me having this big dream and not seeing a straight path to attain it, I had to start working on initiatives, create my own things, I think is the best sentence to explain it. But at the end, that eventually led me to do this whole line of organizations, projects, and it all started very small. It was just me and a group of like three friends that also had interest in the field, and that's how we started developing smaller projects. I would actually show my room. It's kind of a mess, but um so when I graduated, I had a bunch of money saved up to obviously to go to college and all those things, but I actually spent a lot of it, and it wasn't a lot of money. But I spent a lot of it actually making my own lab. So I transformed my room into a lab to do microgravity research, rocket research, and basically anything that had a mechanical related or aerospace field related, I could build in my room. So it's this small initiatives that you can see start very small and start like a snowball getting bigger and bigger. And these are the things that make an impact. So seeing you guys talk about what you're already doing, it's very amazing. I just want to say that you should keep it going. It's great what you're already doing. And that with all this, you can open a lot of doors for not only your future, but for other people as well. So, yeah, I want to thank you for the space to share these words. I don't know if anybody has a questions. I did not show the room. If you guys want to see it, I can show it. It's kind of a mess, but yeah. Look, I'll unblur my camera so you can see it. Okay, so right now, this is most of my equipment right there. Some a vacuum chamber, a I don't know how it's called in English. In Spanish, we call it an ingletadora. Over there is a vacuum pump. Up here is, well, some initial things. Not so long ago, I went to Brazil to participate in an analog mission. So right now, I'm known as the youngest analog astronaut of Costa Rica. And I went with the idea to do some research for a orbital capsule that I want to use for microgravity research. And it's actually this little thing right here. But yeah, if you see I did. I'm not that fancy. I just like to work in the things, and I have a lot of passion for this industry. So it's these small initiatives that eventually turn into big things and that allow you to participate and get these big roles. But yeah, thank you so much for the space, and I hope I left some motivation to you all to keep on going and working on this v- very nice opportunities, not only for yourself but for others.
Well, thank you so much. That is really impressive how you like turned your whole room into like a lab. And yeah, I can see how like this dream that you have about committing to aerospace engineering and like every science stuff like that, that really drives you to make a huger impact and like just to continue like going into the path and studying. So I think that overall is really impressive and also inspiring. And again, thank you so much for sharing your experiences. And next, I we will have I think it is Domenico Campeglia to share a few messages from the chapter of Mars Society. And welcome. One moment, please. I think unfortunately uh he is unable to join us and he sent a very short message through email about what they're going to share today. So I will just read the message really quick. So they're honored to join the global youth community of young people and the institutions committed to advancing the future of space exploration. The establishment of the Italian chapter of Mars Society represents an important step in engaging students, researchers, and enthusiasts across Italy in the vision of humanitarian and human exploration of Mars. And their goal is to create a platform where science curiosity, innovation, and international collaboration can thrive. And they believe that Mars is not only like a destination, but it is also a powerful symbol of what humanity can achieve when we work together across sports and disciplines and we form a group together. By involving young generations, we aim to attribute a future where exploration is driven by shared knowledge, responsibility, and inspiration. We warmly congratulate the Global Youth Philanthropy community on launching of this new chapter and on the Voices of Mars initiative. We look forward to collaborating and building strong connection with peers around the world. Yes, and that is the message from the Italian chapter of the Mars Society. And next, let's welcome Jennifer Jones, an editor, Red Planet Post from the Mars Society, to share a few messages.
No, I don't think she's online. Maureen, you mute yourself.
Okay, I apologize for that. Yes, and then we'll move on to Beltran Nina Mamani from the college student from the University of Mayors Rio from Bolivia to share a few messages. I think you're muted.
He does not have the audio on. Okay.
Okay, there it goes.
Hey, good morning.
Hello.
Uh, well, good morning, everyone. I'm Beltran Nina. I'm studying mechatronic engineering in here in Sucre, Bolivia. And my English is very basic, and sorry for that, but I will try to share my message. Well, I'm excited to share this space with amazing people like you, and it truly inspires me to be more curious and learn more about the importance of exploration, uh, the space and Mars. I think that the future of the humanity is on the space, on the universe, and I will try to learn more about this project. And yeah, that's all. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you so much. And lastly, let's welcome Tuguldur Boldbaatar to share a few remarks as a physics student with a deep interest in space science and community building.
Is my microphone working?
Yes.
Yes.
I see. So it kind of feels weird to be in this new environment with all of you guys because I don't know, I'm kind of shy, I guess. So I just have one thing to say, which is hearing you guys doing this, doing that, made me feel closer to all of you guys. And I believe this kind of feeling, this connection across the borders is what we currently need, especially need in this age of the time. And I believe what you guys are building are especially needed in this time. So yeah, that's my that's my current thought. And I wish you good luck to all of you guys. I really like to learn more about you guys' initiatives and dig deep into it. And good luck.
Hey, thank you so much. And with that, I would like to say that Global Youth Philanthropy it is really nice to have you here with our meeting today and just to share your thoughts on the projects that we're doing. And again, thank you so much for being here. Okay, and with that, I saw there's a few more Mars Society guests here today. I wonder if anyone else would like to share a few remarks from the Mars Society. And with that, I think I heard Mr. Heath Trial earlier to would you like to share a few thoughts?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Wonderful. Yeah, I'm ecstatic to be able to join you. I've had some recent technical issues with my computer. I think I finally was able to get it fixed. So I'm just extremely happy to be able to to join you guys. So I think I've got my little camera there. I'm sorry about the audio. The background's probably too bright, but that's me. Wonderful to see you all. Glad to be here. So just wanted to say hello, and I'm ecstatic to find out that there's so many wonderful new people that have joined and are doing great things on the East Coast.
Where are you from?
Oh, I am from Austin, Texas, the wonderful state of Texas, and I am currently acting, as far as I'm aware, as the current Austin chapter leader for Austin, Texas.
Oh, great. Great.
Pray for me. Pray for me. I'm kind of an outpost man, but I'm doing my best.
Great.
You're doing great, Heath. You're doing great.
Thanks, Ron.
All right. Thank you so much. That was amazing to hear. And I wonder if there's any other chapter leaders or members from the Mars Society who would like to share their thoughts or messages.
Hey, it is Ron Storie again. I forgot to mention one thing earlier, is that Mars Society chapters have grown to 84 chapters. There's 47 in 47 countries and 37 US cities.
Wonderful.
And
Wow.
and growing And I'm currently working on a chapter for a university in New Mexico, a chapter from Finland, and a chapter from Dominican Republic. Hopefully, by the end of this month, they'll all be established.
Great, great. We want to be
Yeah.
part of this expansion.
Yeah. Want to have one in every country. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing to hear. And if are there any other guests from Mars Society who would like to share a message? Okay, and if no one else would like to share a message, let's transition into our second part of GYP Student Board meeting, which is going to cover again the general events and project updates of Global Youth Philanthropy. And I will pass the microphone down to David Wang.
Thank you, Mullen, again. So, Mullen already had Connor and Lucy talk a little bit about themselves and what they've done with GYP over the course of many years here, but I'd like to also take a moment to recognize some other important changes to our board. First, I want to thank, or we want to thank, five of our senior board members who will be moving on to the GYP Students Advisor Board. Each of them have contributed enormously to this organization, and we're grateful to have them continue in an advisory capacity. I'd love to give each of them a moment to say a few words. First up, we have Ivy Lee.
Yes. Hello.
Hello,
Ha
Abby.
I'm
Your camera, you haven't show your whole face. Yeah. Just adjust. Okay, great.
Hello everyone. I'm Ivy from Beijing Number 2 Middle School in China. I'm really grateful to have been part of the GYP board this year. It's been a great experience working with all of you and seeing how much our community has grown. I've learned a lot through this journey, not only about leadership, but also about collaboration and responsibility. As I move on to the student advisor board, I hope to continue supporting GYP in a different way, and I truly wish the new board all the best in the coming year. Thank you.
Thank you, Ivy. Next up, I'd like to invite Wilson Xie to come up and speak a few words. Is Wilson here?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, if Wilson's not here, then I'll just say that he's a senior who has contributed a lot to GYP again, and we're very grateful to have him for the foreseeable future. Next up, Edmund Liu. No? Yeah, same words. Edmund has done a lot for GYP, and we're, again, very grateful. Is Chloe Wong here?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Chloe from Calgary, Canada. Being part of GYP has been a very meaningful experience for me, and it helped me grow not only in leadership but also understanding how youth can create real impact in global issues. And I'm really grateful for the people that I met and the opportunities that I had. And I'm excited to continue to support the community as not an advisor, but yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Chloe. Is Martin here? If not, then I'd like to say again, Martin, we're very grateful for all the work he has put in over these few years. And now, so yeah, those were our five seniors who will now be moving on to the GYP Students Advisory Board. Another thank you to all of them for all of their work over these years. We already talked about Connor and Lucy, but again, I'd like to give them some special recognition to these two seniors that, even as they head off to university, have chosen to continue serving on the student board. Connor and Lucy, we're very grateful to have you. Okay, moving on from that. So now let's take a look at what's happening across GYP in 2026. Mullen, can you kick us off with an update on what happened at HNPW?
Of course, I would love to. And thank you so much, David. I will share my screen for like a brief presentation. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I wonder if everyone can see my presentation here.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, and I will be giving an introduction to our own session this time for GYP HMPW 2026, which is going to be our third year. So this took place in the beginning of March. And I would just like to say that for those of you who don't know, the HMPW stands for the Humanitarian Networks and Partnership Week. And also for this HMPW session organized by Global Youth Philanthropy, we focused on the role of youth storytelling in humanitarian impact through journalism, film, and digital media. The event highlighted how young people can amplify underrepresented voices, raise awareness of global issues, and inspire civic engagement through creative communications. Featuring distinguished professionals in media, education, and humanitarian work, the session provided practical insights into effective storytelling frameworks and real-world applications, and also emphasized the importance of bridging youth innovation with the broader humanitarian sector, while showing student participation from an international audience. So overall, the event demonstrated the growing influence of youth-led media or social media as a powerful tool for advocacy and social change. And with that, let's get started. For our event overview, our GYP HMPW session is titled Youth Storytelling for Humanitarian Impact, Journalism, Film, and Digital Media. So what we did is that we discussed the storytelling, and we also invited various guest speakers or professionals from the field. And we also have GYP student speakers. We have gained experiences and insights of what is happening in the social media and how can youth utilize the social media tools to help spread our influence and voices. We also inspired youth creativity within the humanitarian field. And we also shared a student-made video by Cole, which is another student board member here with us today. And we have five guest speakers. Oh, sorry. We have five guest speakers that we invited. The first one is Professor Nicholas Natalicio from the Drexel University of Film and Television. Next, we have Mr. George Nello, founder of Education in Crisis. And we also have Mr. Kieto from the Next Humanitarian Networks or HELP Logistics. And we also have Mr. Cole, who is the board member here with us today. And he is also the award-winning filmmaker of Becoming Jeremy. And last but not least, we have Mr. Ali Latifi, who is the Asian editor of the New Humanitarian. We also have two special shout outs. The first special announcement is made by David Wang, who about Global Youth Philanthropy. GYP has officially joined the Mars Society and established a GYP chapter. And we have also discussed how new chapter will focus on youth storytelling, education, and the publishing of our the roundtable, which is discussed earlier by David. Our next announcement is made by me, and we are talking about how Global Youth Philanthropy developed an independent media presence on YouTube. And we also have grown 100 to 600 subscribers this year, this is amazing growth and progress for GYP YouTube channel. And we also introduced a few playlists, which include the GYP Global Youth Brief, GYP Focus, GYP Deep Dive, and a few playlists from the Mars Society related. And if you want to, or if you're interested, please go on to YouTube and just search up Global Youth Philanthropy, and our YouTube channel will be there. And we also have a few student speakers joining us today, and they also did an amazing job introducing regarding to the topic and what they are doing to help youth engaging with the humanitarian field through social media. So first of all, we had Jenny Boo, who made an opening from story to action with turning awareness into impact. And it focuses on how storytelling leads to real humanitarian outcomes. Next, we have Falso, which focused on how youth journalism can spotlight overlooked humanitarian issues. We have Julian Shi, who focuses on why film is such a powerful storytelling tool for impact. And James Jane, which talked about social media as a humanitarian storytelling tool. And lastly, we also had Connor Me, who is also with us today here, to do a project summary and ethnics of regarding to the topic and the whole project. Right. And finally, as a summary of GYP HMPPW 2026, we focused on the role of youth storytelling in humanitarian field. We highlighted how you can lead and share their voices. We also invited professionals in media and education, and we discussed about real-world applications of how youth can use social media or their storytelling tools to engage with humanitarian field and express their stories, spread awareness, and share some great insights. And Lucy have also attended the Next Humanitarian event, who also did a great job sharing about our experiences as a representative of GYP. And thank you so much. That is all I have for now. And I will pass the microphone back to David.
Thank you, Malin, for such an incredible, informative presentation. And next on the order of agenda is for Olivia to share what's in store for GYP's social media this year.
Yep, thank you, David. I am Olivia, a current board member of the GYP, and so far in this year, we have worked to promote the GYP through various social media platforms, and we have mainly focused on our YouTube channel. As of right now, we have close to 800 subscribers and also a variety of content and several playlists, such as the ones Molin mentioned, including GYP Voices on Mars and GYP Deep Dive. Since earlier this year, we have filmed and posted 11 GYP briefs, each of which gives us a relevant update about what's going on within the GYP, such as events including the HMPPW. Currently, we are working on a larger Mars video series titled Youth Voices on Mars, which includes 2 to 3 minute videos on different topics, such as the history of Mars and reasons why we chose Mars to explore, in addition to interviews with experts in this field. And this also goes along with our work in Mars Society. Another project we have worked on is the re-editing and republishing of seminars and humanitarian interviews, as well as longer videos to make them more accessible to our viewers and our audience. Outside of posting contents, we have formed an engagement team, and this team focuses on promoting GYP through commenting on our videos and leading discussion in the comment section and expanding our understanding of the information that's presented in each of our video. And thus, lastly, I would like to encourage everyone here to please check out and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also please promote and comment below some of your insights into our videos and let us know what you think. And I'll also be putting the link to our YouTube channel in the Zoom chat right now. Thank you.
Great work, Olivia. Yeah, a strong social media presence is how we make sure that we do the work how we make sure that the work we're actually doing reaches the people that it's meant to reach. And finally is Lucy. Please walk us through the youth journalism program and the film festival plans.
Thank you, David. And hi again, everyone. I'm Lucy, and I'll briefly share updates on two of the main things that we're also working on this year. So the first is our youth humanitarian journalism program. This is something that we started recently because we realized the importance of storytelling through our participation from HMPPW and also from hosting our first ever youth humanitarian film festival. We realized how important it is for youth to learn how to storytell and how to conduct storytelling and tell a story meaningfully and ethically. So through this program, Youth Humanitarian Journalism program, we want to teach students how to tell stories, but also teach them how to tell them responsibly, accurately, and how to tell them with real impact as well. So to do that and to prepare future students to do humanitarian research and present them to a global audience, we're leading an effort to start the training pathway where students can learn how to research and verify information and how to report ethically, especially working with vulnerable communities and how to turn a very complex global issues into something that can touch us all and something into like a clear and compelling story. So far I've completed our first of 5 workshops with students. So I discussed with 6 members of GYP on how to establish what humanitarian journalism is and what fair representation means in humanitarian journalism. So in the next workshops, we'll be discussing multimedia storytelling, like short documentaries and social media, and interviewing skills and ethics for youth reporters. And again, I have to say that I am no expert in this field. I have just begun to learn it myself in the past 5 years. So throughout this process, I'm learning along with other students as well. And in the future, we plan to invite professional storytellers and documentary people to share their experience with us. So one thing especially that I learned during the first few weeks of doing this is the complexity of the term humanitarianism itself. I learned that the term is highly debated upon because some people argue that a crisis must be an emergent issue to count as humanitarian issue, where others believe that it is their responsibility to address the root cause of human suffering. So that includes poverty, inequality, which can increase the vulnerability to crises. So there's a lot of hot debate around that. And that's one of the discussion points that I had during the workshops. So, we hope that through hosting and sharing these journalism workshops online, we can stimulate meaningful discussion and participation, and hopefully that will contribute to our next humanitarian film festival in 2026, which I'll be talking about next. So it'll be launched and announced on our website soon. Stay in touch for that. And wanted to share a few things about our 2025 film festival. That was a huge turning point for us, and we want to continue that ongoing for the next few years. In the first year we launched it, we received nearly 50 short film submissions from US, China, Brazil, Sri Lanka, Ukraine, and Iran, just to name a few. And over 100 GYP students, judges joined us worldwide, including college students who were participating in evaluating films. In the next year, what is going to be different is that we're adding a new award called the GYP Youth Visual Journalism Award. So this award is recognizing film that not only are creative, but also tell the truth and fact-based and is researched. So it is not just storytelling, but we want to recognize some folks that are about journalism as well. So through this new award, we hope to connect the two things that we've been working on for the past years, and that is the journalism program and our film festival. And I want to share one final thought that why we're doing this is because we want to encourage youth to use storytelling to not only show, but also explain and inform and create understanding.
Great. Thank you so much, Lucy, for that explanation. Storytelling has always been at the heart of GYP, and these two programs that you just described can really help us turn youth passion into impact. So before we close out for the night, I want to hear from everyone in the room, right? Board members and our Mars Society guests alike. Like, we've had a pretty big night, and I think it's pretty important that every voice in the room gets a moment to explain your thoughts. Let's also try to share one thing that surprised us. And let's do it popcorn style. So when you're done sharing, you call on the next person to share and be fun. So I'll start. Uh, What excites me the most about tonight is that this is just the beginning. Yeah. A year from now, this Voices for Mars will have happened. We'll have ramped up our social media programs, like Olivia described. We'll continue to implement the two programs that Lucy just described, and we'll still be at the HMPPW week, right? Partners will have joined from across the world, and it'll have started here in this meeting. And I think that's what I'm really holding on to tonight. I'll pop it to Malin.
Okay, thank you, David. So, what I'd love to share is that what surprised me in this meeting today is for the fact that GYP is engaging in all of these projects. Like we have done a lot of things such as the HMPPW, we have done the film festival, and various of different projects, including social media growth and everything like that. And just for the mere fact that we are interacting and forming this partnership with the Mars Society, and we're filming a chapter in it. So this really surprised me, and I really hope that we get to do more partnership and our relationship and growth within the Mars Society and with all of these chapters and with our projects that we're doing right now, we'll continue to improve and we'll try to expand all of this. And thank you so much. Oh, I will pop it to Olivia.
Yep. I think the one thing that surprised me during this whole meeting is the fact that the GYP is the first youth group that is a part of the Mars Society, and I think that that is a big milestone for the GYP, and I can't wait to see where that will take us. And I'll popcorn that to Lucy.
Yeah, I have to say, Olivia, that was one of the things that I'm most surprised about as well. And I am excited for GYP to join like this group of global leaders on a next chapter on Mars. And one of the main messages and missions that we have as GYP is building a bridge between youth across the world. And I feel like we're really doing that right now. I'll popcorn it to Connor.
Yeah, I think what I wanted to say was basically pretty much echoing that sentiment. I thought that something that surprised me and really impressed me was kind of the global reach of the Mars Society and opening chapters in all of these different countries in the world and having like this representation from these different countries in today's meeting as well, which I thought really kind of showed like the power of kind of coming together as like people from different places, but having this common goal as well of like improving kind of like contributing to our communities and to the betterment of society as a whole. And especially kind of like I thought that like looking at Manfred's kind of lab and everything that he was doing with like with this equipment and the research, I think that that was really cool as well. And now I pass it to Cole.
Yeah, I was also surprised by the whole Mars Society thing. It's really cool. They had like 84 chapters, they said. And that 20-year-old guy, I don't quite remember his name, but he seemed really passionate too. So I think that's gonna do a lot for GYP, and I think it's a very cool collaboration, like everyone else was saying. And I will popcorn it to William.
I'm honestly just gonna say the same thing that everyone else has said, because like you guys have basically said it all. But just like joining the meeting this time and seeing how GYP has joined the Mars Society and how they have contributed to more like a wider scope of research and how we're able to participate in that. It's like really cool to me. Yeah. And I'll popcorn it to Aditya.
Is Aditya there? Can anyone else hear Aditya? No?
No, I don't think. Oh, yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, I think kind of echoing what everyone else has been saying, it's really cool that we're the first youth chapter for Mars Society. I know, like, especially with space exploration ramping up again, I know a lot of other students are really interested in learning more about science and space in general. So this is a great opportunity for us to become also more involved with that. And I'll popcorn it to Edwin.
Yeah, like basically everyone else said, I was also like pretty surprised and impressed by like GYP's joining the Mars Society, which marks a major step for GYP. But I was also pretty surprised at like the growth in the GYP YouTube channel, just like the 100 to like 700 subscribers thing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing like how that goes in the future. And I guess I'll popcorn it to Amelia.
Hi. I do think that's the first time that I heard about the Mars project, and the presentation really did help me have a deeper understanding of how Mars project worked and how this can like I really do think that the connection from Mars project to our GYP is it's gonna be a good future, I do think. I will popcorn it to Beltran Nina.
Well, this night, I was surprised to find such a strong community around this. And I think it's great because it helps people learn about these activities. For example, here in my city, these activities aren't talked about much, and now I have a much broader perspective, and it encouraged me to start sharing about space exploration and why not to start creating projects about Mars for the benefit of humanity. Thank you.
Is there anyone you would like to popcorn it to? If not, I can do it. Let's say, Heath, are you willing to go next?
Absolutely. All right. Can y'all see me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. I was supremely impressed with the enthusiasm that I'm hearing from you all. It's just a wonderful thing to hear. I wish there was so much enthusiasm in my neck of the woods, and especially from so many wonderful young upwardly mobile folks into YouTube and filmmaking, and now into the Mars Society. This is really excellent news. So I commend you all, and I wish you all the best. And of course, we also have some tremendously good news right now with the Artemis 2 project. I'm sure everybody's talking about that. We certainly are over here in Austin. But yeah, I was just really was impressed with the enthusiasm that I'm seeing and hearing, and that's very refreshing for me to hear personally. So with that, I would like to popcorn it to Mr. Ron Storie. Thank you.
I do believe he has left the meeting, unfortunately. I think the last one who has not spoken is Tuguldur. Sorry if I mispronounced that.
Your pronunciation is pretty well. So I guess I would say I'm kind of surprised by now that I feel closer to you guys and see the whys of what you guys are building on, the enthusiasm. I feel like I really like the atmosphere, the environment here. So that would be my comment.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, thank you all, every single one of you, hearing what's on everyone's minds tonight. I think that's the exact kind of community that Heath just talked about and that this work needs. To our Mars Society guests that are still remaining, thank you for being here for this launch. Your presence tonight means more than you know. And to our board members, thank you for everything you've given to GYP and everything you're I hope going to continue to give. And to Michael, thank you for building GYP for something worth building. And with that, I'd like to conclude the official GYP board meeting for this year and our official Mars Society launch. If there is no more further questions, then I do believe we can just end the meeting here.